I've worked in welfare rights advice for over 20 years. I've seen how the benefit system has changed throughout that time, particularly with the introduction of universal credit. It's got more challenging rather than less. Universal credit was supposed to be a simpler system, but that's really not the case. There are many families that stick in my mind. I've supported many single parents, particularly with disabled children. The one that I remember the most is sitting with a single parent who had very little money left. We were trying to do her budget for the month. She had a basic amount of universal credit, and after paying her essential bills and a couple of other things, she was left with about £20 to buy food for the month, which really wasn't going to get her anywhere. It was freezing cold. It was the middle of winter. We were both sat with our coats on in her flat because she couldn't afford to put the heating on, certainly not until her children came home later. She was very emotional. Her mental health had been impacted by the whole situation. It was very distressing for both of us. I had helped her apply for additional disability benefits that her children were eligible for, but we were waiting for those to be paid. Additional amounts of universal credit would have made such a difference to her at that point. The biggest change I would make to universal credit is to make sure that the elements that people are eligible for are paid on time when they're supposed to be. So the disabled child elements and the carers elements, they're often not paid when they should be, and they're not backdated. Paying those appropriately would make such a difference to families in that situation. It means they can meet basic living costs. They can buy food that they need. They can afford to put the heating on. It's not frivolous money. It's essential to meet those basic costs. Having a disabled child is so much more expensive. And for single parents, there is nothing to fall back on. There's no additional resources. There's no one else to share that burden with. Just having the basic amounts that they're eligible for would make the world of difference in cases like that.